6ix9ine was one of the most talked about rappers in the past year or so. The Brooklyn rapper came into the scene loud and proud with his song Gummo, reaching mainstream success and obtained millions of streams across the internet. Following that success, 6ix9ine continued to build a massive following for himself, and proceeded to sell out shows across the world, all while releasing consecutive chart-topping hits. 6ix9ine even managed to ink a multi-million-dollar publishing deal with Create Music Group. But despite becoming one of the most exciting artists in hip-hop, 6ix9ine just couldn't stay out of legal trouble, and eventually found himself facing a possible mandatory sentence of 47 years. Want to hear more? Well, we have you covered. Here is an exclusive inside look at the criminal history of 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine's first arrest allegedly took place years before his fame, according to Genius and No Jumper.
But you did go to jail for a little bit, right? What happened with that?
I went to jail.
And that's lit. How old were you when this happened?
I was a minor. I was a minor.
Okay.
While the exact date is unknown, 6ix9ine claimed to have worked at a store around his area, but he was doing a little more than just running the register. 6ix9ine was apparently selling heroin from the store and was eventually caught by the owner. Once caught, 6ix9ine proceeded to beat up the owner of the store, which resulted in the cops being called. Police arrived at the scene moments later and charged 6ix9ine with the sale of an illegal substance as well as second-degree assault. It's unknown what the consequences of this was, but since 6ix9ine was a minor at the time, we can probably assume that he just got a slap on the wrist. 6ix9ine's second arrest took place on March 5th, 2015. This arrest in particular brought a lot of controversy to 6ix9ine, and definitely made his come up a lot more difficult than the average rising rap star. The events that led to his arrest occurred on the night of February 21st, 2015, after he was invited to a party in Harlem. Once he arrived to the party, a group of older men asked 6ix9ine if he could invite some women to the party. 6ix9ine said he couldn't invite anyone over at the time, so the men just said that they would invite the girl from last night over. When the girl from last night arrived, 6ix9ine claimed to have asked the girl her age, to which she responded with 19. The group then proceeded to party all night long. Throughout the night, 6ix9ine and friends recorded videos of them doing explicit things with the girl, which later were posted to 6ix9ine's Instagram. A few days later, the girl's mother saw the videos 6ix9ine posted on his Instagram and filed a criminal complaint against him. In the complaint, the mother revealed that the girl was only 13 years old at the time those events took place. After a week or two passed, 6ix9ine was contacted by the police and was arrested on the same day. He claimed that he was under the impression that she was 19, and only did the things in the video to maintain his scumbag persona. 6ix9ine was held in jail for about 2 months on a $100,000 bail, but eventually got it reduced to around $70,000 and was released shortly after. At the next court date, 6ix9ine entered a plea deal that gave him the opportunity to follow a bunch of rules set by a judge for 2 years in order to receive a lighter sentence. The rules given to him by the judge were that 6ix9ine must complete 1 year of interim probation, 2 years of mental health treatment, 300 hours of community service through the New York City Parks Department, get his GED, write a letter to the victim and her guardian explaining why the participation he had in the videos was harmful to her and her family, and why publishing the videos made it even worse, and to not commit another crime for 2 years. The judge also gave certain restrictions on what 6ix9ine could post on social media. If 6ix9ine followed all these instructions by the time of sentencing, he would only receive 3 years of probation instead of 3 years in prison. Fast forward over 3 years later, 6ix9ine was sentenced to 4 years probation in October of 2018, under the conditions of not saying the term treyway in public and 1,000 hours of community service. 6ix9ine didn't even get his GED, and was arrested several times as well, but I guess he just got himself a good lawyer after he received some of that Gummo money. 6ix9ine's third arrest happened in May of 2018 in Brooklyn, New York. Details on this arrest are scarce, but it was reported that 6ix9ine was initially charged for driving with a suspended license. Police also stated that 6ix9ine injured a police officer's hand while in custody, which led to additional charges being pressed against the rapper. Those charges were obstructing governmental administration and assault. I couldn't find any confirmed information about the outcome of this arrest, but I'm assuming it was dropped, or maybe just led to a fine. 6ix9ine's fourth arrest happened on July 11th, 2018 for an incident that happened back in January. According to multiple reports, on January 6, 2018, 6ix9ine was shopping at the Galleria Mall in Houston, Texas, when he was approached by a 16-year-old fan named Santiago Alberin. Santiago began recording 6ix9ine in the mall, which the rapper didn't appreciate. 6ix9ine soon turned around and started to yell at Santiago, ordering him to delete the video, and eventually grabbed Santiago by the neck while his bodyguards surrounded him. Santiago quickly deleted the video and apologized, but Santiago's family proceeded to report 6ix9ine to the cops. A few months later, a warrant was issued for 6ix9ine, and he was eventually arrested at JFK Airport in New York City. The one charge filed against 6ix9ine was misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury. The charge against 6ix9ine was later dropped because Santiago didn't want to take legal action. 6ix9ine's latest and most notorious arrest happened on November 18th, 2018 in New York City.
Check it out now. I wish I didn't have to do this video, that I have to report that 6ix9ine and a couple of affiliates at least have been taken into federal custody.
After recently firing his whole team and canceling his tour unexpectedly, 6ix9ine was picked up by the FBI and was indicted on multiple federal charges. A few of those charges were conspiracy with others to commit racketeering, discharging a firearm while committing a crime of violence in aid of racketeering, assault with a dangerous weapon, carrying a firearm, and committing a crime in aid of racketeering. 5 associates of 6ix9ine were picked up by the FBI on similar charges as well, with one of them being his former manager, Shoddy. 6ix9ine's first hearing was about a week later on November 26, 2018. During that hearing, 6ix9ine pleaded not guilty to the charges and was denied bail, which means that he was forced to sit in jail until his trial date, which was estimated to be in September of 2019. On January 22, 2019, it was revealed that 3 other associates of 6ix9ine were picked up and charged as well. One of these associates was Kuda B, who was indicted for allegedly shooting at Chief Keef back in June of 2018 and was eventually caught after 6ix9ine told authorities that after getting in a beef with Chief Keef online, he offered $20,000 to Kuda B to shoot at Chief Keef outside of the W Hotel in Manhattan. After shooting at Chief Keef and missing, Kuda B apparently met with 6ix9ine and Shoddy and received a payment of $10,000. Only half of what they had agreed on. Just days after snitching on Kuda B, 6ix9ine announced in court that he will be changing his plea to guilty and proceeded to admit to all 9 charges against him, as well as to being a member of the 9 Trey gangsters. But 6ix9ine didn't just confess to all these crimes for no reason. He was actually offered an extremely generous plea deal. The deal was that if 6ix9ine pledged to cooperate with authorities and testify against all others, he would not be prosecuted for any of his 9 charges. Details about this case are all over the place, but to quickly summarize this for you guys who are still confused, 6ix9ine was involved with a gang called the 9 Trey Bloods, aka Treyway. This gang was being investigated long before 6ix9ine ever joined. The feds eventually got enough evidence and arrested all of them. They were all facing extremely long sentences, but 6ix9ine eventually snitched on everyone so he, and only he, could avoid jail time. I hope that makes a little more sense. 6ix9ine's release date is rumored to be in January of 2020, according to his girlfriend and other online media outlets. I also want to add that going from facing life in prison to ultimately getting away with just time served probably seems like a W to the average law-abiding citizen, but in 6ix9ine's case, it's different. 6ix9ine made a career off of his gangster and about that life persona, and everyone, and I mean everyone, knows that snitching is a big no-no when it comes to the streets. When the news came out that he snitched, a majority of the hip-hop community lost respect for 6ix9ine. I'm not saying that 6ix9ine's career is over, but he will definitely have to change his image from here on out, and I have a feeling it won't be anything like it was before he got locked up. But who knows? 6ix9ine is unpredictable, and I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to his wild antics. Well, there you have it, the criminal history of 6ix9ine. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well to see more videos like this one in the future. Feel free to hit the notification bell as well to be notified whenever we upload. I want to apologize for the lack of uploads lately. I plan on getting back on schedule, so expect a few videos a week from here on out. That's all I have for today. I'm out.
Yo, I got a lot of people mad right now. Like, I know they looking at their phone right now like...